What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nelson. In this video, I'm gonna talk about my previous hair transplant. So before we get started, everybody hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn them notifications on. So every time I upload a video, y'all get notified. Anyway, in this video, I'm gonna talk about my FUT hair transplant that I got. And I'm gonna try to upload some pictures. That way y'all can see what I used to look like before I got my hair transplant. And I'm gonna try to put some pictures somewhere or make a slideshow or something of what I used to look like before and after, so y'all have an idea of what I used to look like. So back in 2018. I got a FU hair transplant. I went to Bosley. I went to Bosley in New Orleans. I think it was New Orleans. It was like either New Orleans or Baton Rouge. It was one of them. It was one of the cities in Louisiana. I can't remember how many grafts I had, but anyways, I had I just went and got my hairline did. So I didn't do too much research. It was like one of them times where I'm pretty sure everybody been through this. Black males mainly don't want to lose their hair. So if you want to say depressed or self-conscious or whatever you want to use, that's how I was. So I ain't do a lot of research. It was like, you know how you do one of them things, like I'm going to do the first thing smoking. It was like one of those things. So I didn't do too much research on it. I didn't do a lot because I was like, man, I'm tired of looking like this. I want to get this shit done. And then I'm like, I wanted this shit real. I want to do, like, your hair really do grow back. So I want to find out. So get in mind, what I did was I contacted boss or whatever, asked them. You know, we had our talk. I can't remember how many grafts or whatever. I went in for a consultation. They told me, you know, they tell you how many grafts or woo-to-woo, all that. I can't remember. And then, so the price range. I can't remember the exact price range, but I'm going to throw this out here. I'm going to say between 4K and 7K. I'm going to put it like that. Because I didn't pay the full price. What I did was, like, if you know what credit care is, I ended up paying them through credit care. So if you do credit care, I think it's like interest on whatever your total was, so you end up paying more than what Bosley actually tell you what your price is. And then you had to pay like $1,000 down payment or something to like lock in your procedure day. So, but anyways, reason why I went with the FUT then, because I ain't know too much research between FUT and FUE. Well, I knew that the FUT, I knew enough that the FUT would leave, you know, a little scar back there. But the way I wear my hair, I was like, you're not gonna see it. So that was my thing. And the reason why I went with the FUT, because it was cheaper. For some reason, the FUT is cheaper than the FUE in the States. Well, at that time. And plus, I wasn't doing a lot of research. So when I went in for my consultation, the price was cheaper. The FUT was cheaper. So that's mainly why I picked the FUT. So other than that, as far as I want to talk about the procedure, it's the same. Only difference was, you know how everybody say they want a doctor to do their procedure or talk to a doctor, whatever. Well, at Boston, talk to a doctor, and the person that actually did like the cutting in the back of your head, that was like a doctor, surgeon, whatever you want to call it. It wasn't one of the technicians that did it. It was like the doctor. So what they do was, you know, they numb your head up back there, make a little incision, and give you these and sew you back up with the not, I was finna say staples, not staples, but like the stitches, the little stitches. And then what they do is, it's like a strip with hair on it, and that's the hair that they use. Versus the FUE method, where they just individually remove your hair from your scalp or whatever, however you want to call it, or whatever it's called. That was the difference. They still lidocaine you up with those injections, so it's still, you still gonna get the injection or whatever. But I'm thinking I'll upload a picture real quick. Alright, so I showed y'all of before and like kind of like after, and like my FUT scar, like where they put the sutures in or whatever. So I know a lot of y'all probably wondering, like, well, in that picture you just showed us, you know, your hair looks good after it grew back or whatever. Let me tell y'all the trick to that, or what happened. As you know, once you get a hair transplant, you have to take care of, you know, the installed hair or graft that they give you. And what my thing was, or what I believe was, I seen Good Life Joe video. He was explaining about the minoxidil. So what I was using Rogaine foam. So when I was using Rogaine foam, it was like growing my hair, like my hair was, you know, thick or whatever. The downfall part about it was what I didn't know then, but what I know now. Good Life Joe was saying something about, or in this direction, that if you using that stuff, you have to continually use. You have to keep using, because your hair become dependent on that Rogaine foam stuff. So what I was doing, I was like using it, and when my hair started looking good, I was like, stop using it. And then I know, like, damn, my hair look like it's thinning or it's falling out or whatever. So I started back using it, and then once my hair started back looking good, I just stopped. But the thing with that is, your hair is dependent on that stuff to grow. So that what my thing was. So and like if you know, hair loss is like it's like a timeline. It gradually falls out. It gradually falls out. And what my thing was, my hair was never done falling out. So when I got my hairline redid, the rest of the hair that I had in the top eventually was gonna fall out if you don't take care of it, or, you know, like I was saying, using the Rogaine foam, minoxidil foam. That's what I would use. So when I stopped using it, and when I was like using it, and when I stopped using it, that would mess the rest of my hair up in the top of my head. So that's why I had to go back for a second hair transplant, because that's something I didn't know. So when this happened, I actually took time out and did a whole lot of research or whatever. So that's how I ended up finding about Ashley Tarkan, where I went back and got my FUE done. So I was like, I'm not getting cut again, because I don't want to have two scars. And I was like, I ain't want to pay all that money again for a hair transplant. And then I said, this time I'm doing everything the right way. So now I've been watching more videos, doing a lot more research, you know, to prevent further hair loss or whatever. But for me, I'm not gonna use that minoxidil foam or Rogaine foam this time around. I'm not even gonna play with it, because I think I was spending like $60 for 3 months. $60 for like 3 months, a 3-month supply. It wasn't the money thing. It just got tired of waking up, putting it in. It's just going through the process. And then when your hair looking, you know how your hair looking good, you like, man, I ain't gonna do it today. I'm looking good. And then the next day come around, you still looking good. So you like, man, forget the Rogaine. And then before you know it, your hair just slowly falling out. That was what mine was. And then once it become noticeable, like, damn, I done lost this much hair already. So that was my thing. So I'm gonna try to I'm gonna put a picture probably towards the end of this video, or what I looked like before I actually went to Ashley Tarkin. It's gonna be a picture of me when I actually cut my own hair like real down low. I cut my hair real low, so you can see like how much hair I actually have on my head before I let Ashley actually cut my hair. Cause when you go there, they're gonna cut your hair as well. So I'm gonna try to stick a picture in. So I know a lot of people probably gonna ask me like, which one do you feel is the best or something like that. I feel like to each is to own. I just feel like I'm saying a perfect scenario. I'm doing a perfect scenario because with this hair transplant stuff, it's basically a chance that you're gonna take. So I feel like if you're gonna do, okay, I'm breaking down a perfect scenario with the FUT method. If you got like just a receding hairline, or it's not that bad, or you just want to add some density, you can get the FUT done. And if you don't wear your hair short, you're not gonna see the scar. You're not gonna see the scar. Like I maybe had my hair transplant a whole year, and no one never seen my scar. Like in the picture that I showed y'all, you really can't even see the stitches that I had in the back of my head because my hair was so thick. Cause that's how I wore my hair. So if you wear your hair like that, they not gonna see the scar. They not gonna trust me, they not gonna see your scar. The reason why people started seeing my scar because the top of my hair, started falling out. So I was cutting my hair real low. I was like, man, forget it. I'm looking crazy like this, so I cut my hair like real low, almost bald. So that's when you can see my FUT scar. So in a perfect scenario, if you like don't wear your hair sticking mine, you can get like SMP done. This is a perfect scenario. You can get a little SMP done to hide this scar, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. But I feel like if you just gonna get like your whole top done, just go with the FUE from the jump. Don't even fool with the FUT. And a lot of people saying if you're gonna have like in my case scenario, if you're gonna have more than one hair transplant done, if you planning to have more than one, you probably could do the FUT and then go back and get the FUE done, because a lot of people always want to talk about they donor area being botched or that sort of thing. You can do that. You can go back and get a SMP on your FUT scar. You can just get your whole area SMP like Good Life Joe did. It's up to you. But like when you thinking about doing this stuff, this is a perfect scenario that you planning. This is a perfect scenario that you planning. Like all the people that you watching videos, everybody took a chance, took a risk, because I'm pretty sure they were watching somebody else or going off some pictures that they seen before and after. It's all a chance, because at the end of the day, your hair texture different, your hair density different. If you done losing hair or not, that's different. You don't really know. All it is a chance that you're willing to take. So do your research, watch videos, watch pictures. You don't have to take the same medicine everybody gonna take. It's just like going to the doctor. The doctor don't prescribe everybody the same medicine. It may be the same brand. Some people have different milligrams. Everything's not the same because everybody different. So at the end of the day, it's all a chance. But from my perspective, if you losing hair, I feel like you going to get a hair transplant, it's a plus. It's a plus. It's a plus regardless, because guess what? If you taking the chance to get your hair back. If your hair don't grow back, guess what? You still stuck with no hair. But it's a chance that your hair could grow back. So I feel like if it's just that small investment, getting a hair transplant, if you have like an adequate amount of money saved up, whatever, like that money that you taking to take this chance, if it's not no L to you with financial reason, get it done. Get it done. But don't rush and get it done. Do all your research, watch your videos, ask questions, ask many questions you want to. That's what a lot of people making these videos and stuff in these groups. so people can ask questions, especially black people, especially black people. So yeah, that's all it is, man. And if y'all have other questions, I'll make another video. It's nothing. I'll do that because I had both of them done, FUT and the FUE done. Only thing I'm doing the research on now is this SMP. Because and then I'm taking my time with it because I don't know how it'll look if I cut my hair short and get it done. And depends on how density my hair is up top. You get what I'm saying? So I don't want to wear my hair thick and my SMP not dark enough for the length of that I'm gonna wear my hair. You get what I'm saying? So I really want to see how dense my top gonna grow back from the jump before I just get it done anyway. I just want to do my research on who does a good SMP job, so that way I already have my mind made up. So yeah, that's me. That's my experience, my thing on the FUT and FUE. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave some comments, and I'm gonna get back with y'all. I'm out.